Big Bang Theory is so much better than Friends. Now that I have your attention, let's get into the video. Big Bang Theory, or BBT, also known as the best show or the coolest show on this planet Earth. I've always been fascinated by the name of this show, but every time I started watching it, in the first episode itself, I don't know why, but I just couldn't vibe with it. I started almost 3 times or 4 times with full determination that I'm going to watch this show, but I just gave up after the first episode. It's not that easy starting with a show. It also depends on where you are in your life when you start it. And before, I never really found a connection with it. But during quarantine recently in February, I started with the show again, and let me tell you, that was the best decision ever. Now, I've never really said that any show is better than Friends, but this one is. Big Bang Theory is so much better. It is a controversial statement, of course, but I agree with it 110%. But we'll have nothing better than the classic Ramayana, of course. Haha. I know many people don't like Friends either because it's too overrated or it's very homogeneous and not diverse at all. That's alright, but it is funny and I really loved that show. But yeah, with time I felt that the show is very unrealistic and paints a very rosy picture of adult and work life. Someone into fashion industry who just came with no experience whatsoever and became a cool head there. A chef who just climbs up the ladder so easily. A masseuse, a paleontologist with a tenure at such young age, an actor, and someone into advertising. I mean, come on, that is the perfect life. I think that is why people watched it so much, wishing that to be their dream life. Now, a group of friends, an easy love life, perfect apartment, and a beautiful life. Who doesn't want that? All macho and beautiful characters. So unrealistic. Enough about Friends now. Let's talk about what the main topic we have in hand, the coolness of BBT. Now, why do you think that I think that it's such a good show? You all must be wondering that. Well, so am I. So let's wonder together, shall we? What do you need for a good sitcom? Humor, story, and humor. That's all of my categories. And well, guess what? BBT does have all of that. It is super funny. Now that's just stating the obvious. What else do I find good about it? Let me point them out to you. First of all, diversity. All the token diversity, but still very much appreciated. A non-white, a non-Christian, and a non-American. Rare to find in many shows till today, and they have had it at that time. And also giving each of them space to build up and work together with the story is also something I really found interesting, because in some shows they are just backup characters and not having any story at all. Secondly, characters. Oh, how I love the characters and their geeky and nerdy personality. Of course, Leonard being my favorite. I mean, Sheldon is also there, but come on, Sheldon is an out-of-box character, very different and very crucial to the whole show, but still, Leonard would be my favorite. The men are not very macho and very Hollywood-looking in some way, but loved very much by the audience. They're easy to get relatable, as they were kind of the only show that was there when the surge of fictional comics and movies came about. Now, there are various mentions of geeky terms and many accomplished personalities like Stan Lee, Stephen Hawking, Elon Musk, etc. have made presence on the show. Why wouldn't we love that? Thirdly, the love life that the show portrays. It's very sweet and nothing overbearing. All of the couples fit perfectly with each other, especially Sheldon and Amy. They are like made for each other. But I didn't like Penny saying that Leonard just wore her down and that's why they are together. I mean, she could have said that she liked him too, because of course she did. Why else would they be together? I also didn't like Bernadette doing all the house chores as well as working so hard outside and then also taking care of the kids. That part could have been better. Also, Raj should have gotten together with someone. Come on, yeah, why not? I was so angry for them not scripting that or some cute little story for him. Well, so all in all, I'm not very happy with the romantic relations of the characters in the show. And of course, staircase talks. How could one forget that? I just loved all the staircase talks that they had. I even remembered the different floors and what they all had in them. I mean, it did keep changing over the episodes, but it still was interesting to keep a track. Also, did you know that they just changed the props on different floors, but actually it was all one only? Haha, good trivia. Now, what else? Science, of course. How could we forget science? The show was all about science. Come on. I'm not a very science loving person. I mean, what else do you expect? I'm a political science major student. But all the talks, experiments, scientific jargons they did and they used, it was all made very interesting that even a baboon brain like mine could understand the main concept behind the talk. All the characters excelled in some scientific field, well, except for Penny, but she was also in a good position at the end of the show, so it kind of worked out. I really like the representation of women in the STEM background too, as it's pretty rare. In Friends, there was a chef in a fashion industry and a masseuse. Very stereotypical, okay? So yeah, these are some from the thousands of reasons that I fell in love with the show and would highly recommend you all to watch it too. I'm pretty sure it will make a Sheldon spot in your heart for the show. Okay, that was the brain dumping session for Big Bang Theory and also kind of Friends, but I don't know, I could make a different brain dump session for Friends because I have a lot of things to say about it because it was a big part of my life, man. Okay, it was, okay. Yeah. So that was it for the video today. Please do like, share and subscribe. Oh my god, I always forget that. Like, share and subscribe. It means a lot. Okay, bye bye. Thank you.